Hey everyone, I figured now would be a good time to get back into the game as far as spending goes, because there's like the DQ1 event coming up and stuff like that, and as far as the JP stuff goes, it looks like there's a lot on the horizon. Better get into it. So, first I'm going to need to purchase some more gems. Let me just click up here. Wait a minute. That's weird. Better look at the notifications just in case. Just in case I missed anything. Let's go to the important tab. Here's a word important in red, so it must be important. And, whoa, hold on. I'm reading. Oh no, end of service. But, psych, fuck this game. This is indicative of modern gaming in a nutshell, and this is a standard a lot of people accept, to where they can create a game. And to be fair, this one was fairly well produced, but had terrible parents the whole time. I played Dragon Quest of the Stars for the year it was out internationally, spent lots of money on it, and almost the same thing right after Christmas and New Year's, and they released fucking banners and gem packs and sales and shit, and then like I think it was like the first or second week in January. Actually, probably it was like right after New Year's they just announced end of service, over. This was worse because they announced it the day after Christmas, and I don't think we got anything for Christmas other than at the release, almost ironically, for the end of service announcement, we got the value banner, which is a good one, but that doesn't matter because the game is falling off a cliff slowly, and we're watching it. There it goes, off a cliff. So, also, this is what I look like, by the way. Before you take your pants off, let's ramble together, shall we? That's what this video is all about. And the only reason I played this game and Stars, which are gachas, which are absolute cancer, is because I love Dragon Quest. I was born in '83. As a kid, 5, 6, 7 years old, I played the first Dragon Quest because it had a dragon and a guy in a shield on the cover and fire. And if you don't like that as a kid, you need help. I still have the original 4 Dragon Quest carts for Nintendo. I have 7, and everything that came out in America I have it and every version of it and shit and data, and on 7 I even have, it's like a 500 some hour data because I mastered all the classes, the combo classes, the monster class. I love the game. I love Dragon Quest. They've always stuck to their art style, their sounds, the music. It's great. It's awesome. But this game was fun because it had a pretty cool community interaction. You could join Discords, talk to people. There's guild versus guild. There was a live real-time arena, then there was a lot of single-player stuff. It was a good mix of things. In Stars, it was similar. It was the single-player stuff, and then you could be paired up with randoms, you and 3 others, to fight. They called them, like, Gigas, Legendaries, and Giga Legendaries. I was actually in a group on Facebook. It was before... Well, it wasn't before Discord. It was before I used Discord, at least, and I guess a lot of other people did. Playing with guys who were farming 300 of each Giga Legendary bosses, and I was in that group, and we were going nuts. It was awesome. The next thing I wanted to bring up, not that this is scripted whatsoever, other than my intro, was good, right? A lot of those people continue to play it on the Japanese version, and Stars was at release like 4 years, internationally it was 4 years behind Japan. They sped things up to where it was like 2.5 or 3 years behind only. But these people wanted to continue playing a game that are made by people who don't like anyone but Japanese people, and that's fine, but don't give us your fucking product and then take it away, and never explain why you do that, by the way. That's another thing that sucks about this. They're like, end of service, see you later. No, you'll never hear from any of the developers ever. Stars did it. Even the community manager for Stars, Justin, vanished. It's like, at least Malcolm with this game was like, he kind of hung around. He's like, oh, sorry guys, it sucks. It's like, yeah, whatever. Like, none of it means anything. Who cares? It's crazy how like games. Well, this is loosely a game. This is like an accepted standard. I haven't spent any money. I think in the last year, since my next topic will be the Zenlong thing, which I've talked ad nauseum about. I bought, I think, 4 gem packs, like every couple of months when like a good value banner comes out or whatever. The only thing I spent was the passports. I'm not going to refund those. They can keep it. They clearly need the money. But yeah, the whole reason I stopped spending in this game last November-ish, whenever Zenlong came out, every unit from Sorrow to him I had pretty good luck with. I would get the copy and an Awaken 1 version of them in like 10 or less pulls. Pretty good luck. When Zenlon came out, I went to pity with them. It took, 15 10 pulls or whatever to get just Zenlon. And that's instantly I felt like I was playing Stars, and I realized I was like, and I wasn't like wailing in this game hard. I would just spend to get like the unit and an Awakened copy. So I spent pretty good bit. Not like whale status, not by a long shot. My nose, anyways. But the second I went to pity on Zenlon, I just lost the wind was taken out of all my sails in this game moving forward. I was just like, this feels terrible. Every 2 weeks we're getting a better unit. It's out of control. And the way heroes were, and I think shortly after we caught wind of Erdrick, I was like, this is out of fucking control. I was like, no thanks. So I'm glad that happened. A, games like this are doomed to just leave you at any minute, but B, you can never spend enough. So it's just, I'm glad it happened. This is so. When I saw the end of service, I just laughed like I'm doing now. It's just like, are you fucking kidding me? Okay, you can keep it. So, but to anyone watching this, don't play the Japanese version of this game. I don't care if you like doing it. Sex addicts probably like fucking holes in trees too. If they could, get some sort of assurance they wouldn't get a splinter in the process. Doesn't mean it's right. I don't care if you like to do it. Don't do it. The developers don't like you, and it's gotchas aren't good at all because it's just gambling. If you spend a little, sure, if you have a job, you pay your bills, you got some spending money, that's what it's there for. But a lot of these people who have the smallest of penises will spend rent money, car payment money. It's out of control. So gotchas as a whole are terrible. And this is over. Don't play the Japanese version. Even if you speak Japanese, it doesn't matter. Like, God, just stop. Don't give Square any of your money or even player retention numbers. So, but yeah, anyhow, just crazy. It sucks, but I kind of equate this to like a friend who like moves away. It's like not a best friend. It's just like, oh, it sucks, I'll never see him again. But quickly, I'm like, all right, whatever, And given, like I was saying earlier, how games like this operate and treat their customers, at least Square's, games. Just they clearly like don't care, and when it ends, as I said earlier, also you'll never hear why, and that shouldn't be like acceptable. It's like end of service. You spent all this money, no warning of it coming. Like you can get refunds and stuff. It'd be one thing if the developers are like, you can get refunds. They'll never do that. But it would be another thing if they also explained, even lying to us or vaguely saying, the game wasn't making enough money. At least that's something. But we don't even get D- effort. We get fucking 0 effort. Remember when you would get an F on something in school? Hey, at least it's a 50%. No, they give us a 0. That's way worse. So, believe me, I know. Lots of Fs, Yeah, so I guess that's it for now.